I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges.
Journalists have like
and they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video we are diving straight into the courtroom drama surrounding Nnamdi Kanu, and trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Massive tension today as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, clashed with the court over the handling of his case. His words: the prosecution and the court don't know the law. They twist it when it comes to my case. Kanu stood before Justice Binta Nyako, questioning the very jurisdiction of the court. His argument that the judge had already stepped aside before, meaning she had no right to continue hearing his case. His legal team backed him up, insisting that her previous withdrawal made her ineligible to preside over the trial. And just like that, boom, Justice Nyako adjourned the case indefinitely. No next hearing date, no clear direction, just more delays for a trial that had already dragged on for years. But Kanu didn't stop there. In court, he made a fiery statement saying poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. He insisted that his agitation for Biafra is his right and accused the system of twisting the law to frame him for terrorism instead of treasonable felony. This latest twist has left legal experts and Nigerians wondering what happened next. Will the case be reassigned, or is this another move to keep Kanu locked up with no trial? Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I am talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
Binta Nyako said today, for the simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges.
journalists have like
and they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who is that person? Corruption charges.
Yes.
They sent her to my case so they can release or smoothen the pathway for the husband and the son. They are facing. It doesn't matter if they off it. In a corrupt society, that's what happens. They are very, very corrupt. There is a breach of judicial oath. They have violated the judicial oath. They have shown bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against me. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening. So, disobedience to Superior Court orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why therefore are they insisting on trying me? A court order was entered. In that very court order, it was said very clearly and succinctly that she is no more No. That she is no more going to try me. Why are they insisting? Why are they insisting? I ask. Because they have no case against me. They have no case against me, and they know it. Of Nigeria, chairman of board of benchers. An old man like this doesn't know the law. You don't know the law.
I'll give the petition.
I have petition against her. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why is it when it comes to my case, they turn the law upside down? They turn the law upside down. Upside down. Upside down.
The rules.
Who are not educated. I am an educated man. I can't show them the petition for the simple reason that if you show it,
what the judge said was that the case file.
Listen, this is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyeko what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it.
Okay.
That is why I do what I do.
I
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra by right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism.
Detaining Nnamdi Kanu up till now will not serve Nigeria any useful purpose. But releasing him will go a long way, to calm down the frayed nerves in the country, and for us to have, in Nigeria, everybody at least will have a better sense of belonging.
The Kanu has been there for so long. He's been to several courts on several occasions. They can't even agree on what to do. And between me and you, Dr. Abati, you're a lawyer. Justice delayed is justice denied.
Release Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. Since a court of competent jurisdiction has discharged and acquitted him of 15 charges, why is federal government still holding him? Release him, because some miscreants are using that as an excuse to ferment trouble. And we are still appealing that federal government can help people of Southeast by releasing Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. We believe he's a freedom fighter, he's not a criminal, and the court of competent jurisdiction has acquitted him. So release him. If you release him, you see that these people will no longer have any reason.
Historically speaking,
no person will
have you seen or heard of a freedom fighter who encourages people to kill his own people?
The young man court has acquitted him of that.
Igbo has been set free. The Meiti Allah man arrested, set free. People have made more terrible pronouncements from different parts of the country concerning their desire to leave Nigeria. Even though I believe in one Nigeria, you have your own opinion. Don't come here and say rubbish. Why is it that the courts at the highest level ask that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed, that he is kidnapped from Kenya and incarceration was against the rule of law, and he has remained in detention and is being treated dishumanly? Why? Is it because he's an Igbo man? Most likely.
Nnamdi Kanu has been incarcerated for quite a long time. We actually, our position is that the law should take its turn, but the the court have released him. The court have released him, and we in Ohanes and Igbo feel that there is no justifiable reason whatsoever to still keep him in prison when he has been released. So that is why we think it should be released. And in fact, it's a problem to us when it's not released, because the young people who actually support him, there's no doubt about it, that Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of support from younger people in this country. I mean, especially in our area, who feel that they are not getting what they should get in Nigeria.
This man has been taken to various courts. They don't even know which charges to give him anymore. This man was abducted out of this country. The manner of abduction was in itself illegal. It's a shame. It's a shame that this country will be involved in a thing like that. But they did it. Okay, now you took that gentleman to court and he's been there for years. If you want to take him through justice, dispense justice with him, and then that's it. If you're going to jail him, jail him. If you're not going to jail him, let him go. What's the point of just keeping somebody there? And all of us Nigerians should be ashamed that we are being linked to this. It's a shame. It's a shame.
The Southeast has made a collective demand to have Nnamdi Kanu released, and we basically identified with that and request Mr. President, who in his inaugural address promised the people that he's going to engender national healing and is going to serve with compassion. So we've basically informed him that this would serve as a pointer to his administration's extension of hands of fellowship to Ndi Igbo.
It's a shame that this is what we've turned this country to be. A Nigerian, a citizen, and you treat him like this in his own country. It's a shame. All progressive Nigerians should stand up and say this should stop. This shenanigans should stop. How long should we continue with this? If this man has committed an offense, sentence him. That's it. But if he hasn't, let him go. What is happening is wrong. It's wrong. To any right-thinking person, it is wrong.
It is our view that the current circumstance makes Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues political prisoners, our prisoners of conscience. They're no longer, it's not about crime, it's not about anything, because we're no longer following the rule of law.
The truth of the matter is, when you incarcerate Nnamdi Kanu, who is incarcerated is not Nnamdi Kanu, it's all people of conscience. Who is incarcerated is not Nnamdi Kanu, it's all people whose perspective he represents, whether they come from an ethnic nationality group. If you incarcerate him, you incarcerate all people who believe in the rule of law. And so it is this collective imprisonment that we expect will force a rethink on the part of all people about this.
The civil war has ended. Gowon has said no victor, no vanquished. That we need reconstruction, reconciliation, and rehabilitation.